Let's get the latest now with SABC News reporter Ishmael Modiba, who's joining us live from Bloemfontein, where prayer service for Olorato Mongale is to take place later on this evening. Ishmael, it's good to have you on the show with us. So take us through the prayer proceedings in Bloemfontein for GBV victim Olorato Mongale.
Well, good afternoon, Alicia. Well, as you can see behind me, it's still early in the afternoon where the preparation are still ongoing to prepare for the memorial that will be conducted or that will be held here at the home of Olorato Mongale here at Zvater in at 6 p.m. We are expecting, friends, family, extended family, and the friends, those who attended school with Olorato and those who knew her, to be part of this, memorial service where, the family will be given that support, that, comfort support that they so much need to the family to say, we understand what happened, but in this time of grief, we are with you. And we are also expecting, as we have entered, we have seen some government cars outside. We believe that also maybe some government officials will be here. As we saw yesterday, it was the tail end of the program of the memorial service that was held at Mahube Atumelo, that there were some officials from the Mangaung Metro, that I'm talking about the executive mayor Gregory Tatisi, as well as the deputy executive mayor Titi Odili. We're expecting that some of the senior officials will be part of this memorial service just to give that support to the family. And earlier in the morning, when we were here speaking to Moteo Mongale, that is the cousin to Olorato, asking them about the latest development, he did mention the fact that they are pleased with the current situation, the investigation that the police are doing. It's unfortunate that the third suspect has been shot and killed, and they were hoping that he was going to be part of those that have been arrested, and they were going to hear answers from them when the matter will be heard in court, just to find out exactly what transpired, why they did what they did. But unfortunately, it was not to be. But they are saying they are relieved as a family that something is happening, even like fast as before the body of Olorato could be laid to rest on Sunday.
And I'm very curious, Ishmael, how is the community in itself also feeling about these developments? Firstly, from the way that, of course, Olorato was killed, and also the swift action from the police.
Alicia, you could see, like, if you were part of the memorial yesterday, like the emotions were very high. The emotions were palpable for those who were on the podium, just to share their experiences and their love that they had with Olorato. The very same person that we spoke to in the morning, that is the cousin to Olorato, asked difficult questions. He asked, why did this had to happen to Olorato, knowing that Olorato was a God-fearing person, and she obliging child, listening to parents and doing all that one is expected of a child, to be as obedient as you could be to a parent. But why? That's the kind of question that he asked, and he was just emotional and not knowing, having so many questions but with few answers. And you'd recall that this incident of Olorato takes us back as the Bloemfontein, as a province where over a year ago we have experienced a high number of gender-based violence, and you could tell that as we are settling or thinking that the situation has subsided, but it's not to be. And GBV or gender-based violence is not something that is centered in one area, but it's a national issue. It's a national crisis that needs men to stand up to say, not in our name. As many of the men who spoke yesterday said, enough is enough on this senseless killing of women and children in the country.
All right, Ishmael, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for that update. That is SABC News reporter Ishmael Modiba joining us live in Bloemfontein at the prayer service for GBV victim Olorato Mongale that begins at 6 p.m.